My name is Casey, this is my handler Carly and my horse Sherlock, and today we're going to be practicing bandaging. Bandaging is an important skill for you to practice because if you do it wrong, you can seriously hurt your horse. The first bandage I'm going to demonstrate today is going to be my polo wrap. You can use a polo wrap anytime you're working your horse, and it does not support the leg, just helps protect the leg from interference. So now I'm going to put my polo on. You want to make sure that you start at the top and you want to go down with even length bases and go down, all the way down below the fetlock, make a nice V, and then go back up, trying to keep it flat without any kinks. And then you want to go back up to the top. If he moves, you just move with them. And then you always want to end your polo at the top. And there we have our polo wrap. And next I'm going to demonstrate my standing wrap. You're going to use a standing wrap anytime your horse is in its stall, if your horse tends to get stalked up behind, or you're at a horse show and your horse is doing a lot of strenuous work. And now I'm going to put on my standing wrap. First I'm going to make sure my leg is clean and dry. And then I'm going to wrap my wrap around the front of his leg, and then go around, trying to keep my wrap from getting wrinkled. And then I'm going to hold this flap. You can press your knee against this flap while you get, I'm using a knit wrap, but you can also use a track wrap. And then I'm going to tuck it in to the flap. You're going to tuck in your knit wrap, and then you're going to start going around the leg. You want to make sure that you keep it nice and flat so that way you don't cord your horse's legs. And then, generally in saddle seat, we don't go much below the fetlock, but this wrap is a little bit longer. Then you're going to go back up to the top and put your Velcro on. If your horse is known to eat his wraps, you can wrap tape or you can wrap a little bit of elasticon around here. And next I'm going to demonstrate putting on a stack wrap. Oftentimes we use a stack wrap if your horse injures himself and needs stitches or just needs to have a wrap above the knee or hock just to keep the dirt out. And now I'm going to start doing my stack wrap. You want your stack wrap anchor phase, or the wrap that's going to go over his cannon bone, to be a little bit lower, so that way it doesn't move when you put the top wrap on. So I'm going to start, and it's just going to be the same as the standing wrap. I'm going to use track wraps for this wrap instead of knit wraps.
Oh my god, I've never worn one of these before, Alex. I don't know how to walk around myself with one.
And now I'm going to start doing my top phase. I'm going to use this bottom phase as an anchor for my top phase. You generally want your track wrap on top to be longer, so that way you can go over the wrap on the bottom. My track wrap is super long, so I'm going to go all the way down. Keeping nice, even, flat surface. Whoa, Sherlock. And this wrap has no Velcro, so I'm going to use masking tape to secure it in place. It's a common myth that masking tape will cause your horse's leg to cord, so just in case, I'm going to do it in a nice spiral, so that way it's not all in one spot. And then after I put my masking tape on, I'm going to take my elasticon and stick it on the bottom and top of this wrap to keep it from moving. So I'm going to roll this out, and you don't want to stretch it too much on their leg because it can get too tight. And then I'm going to cut it. in place. And stick this in place as well. And there you have your stack wrap. And now I'm going to demonstrate putting on a wound bandage. You'll use a wound bandage anytime your horse injures its leg and you are worried about it stalking up, or anytime you just want to keep the dirt out of a wound. So to start, you're going to take your Telfa pad and with 2 fingers dip it in whatever ointment you are recommended to use. A lot of people will use SSD cream as an ointment for stuff. And then you're going to take and stick it onto where your horse is injured. And then you're going to take your roll gauze and roll it around this Telfa pad just to hold it in place while you are putting on your wound wrap. And then you're going to apply a standing wrap like normal if your horse was injured on his cannon bone. As an extra measure of protection and to keep more dirt out, you're going to take your elasticon and you'll apply some elasticon to the top of your wound wrap. And use your scissors. Cut it. And there you have a wound wrap. Next, I'm going to demonstrate putting on a hoof wrap. Before we start, I'm going to go ahead and make my duct tape X. So what you want to do is you want to take pieces of duct tape that are all around the same length, and you'll put them all together, about 4 and 4, so that way when you put it on the bottom of your horse's hoof, he can't walk through his hoof wrap. Four, and then I'll make another one. 4 and 4. And then once I have 2 sections, I will take and put them together simply like this. And now I'm going to demonstrate putting on a hoof wrap. So generally we put a hoof wrap on if your horse either loses its shoe or has an abscess. If your horse has an abscess, you're going to take a Telfa pad and apply it with whatever ointment, most likely Ixamol, to help draw that abscess out. And then you're going to take your diaper, forgot what this was called for a second, and wrap it around the foot, and then you'll take the little Velcros and Velcro it on. Once you have your diaper secured, you're going to take your vet wrap, which you should have handy, and apply that just to hold the diaper in place. I generally start at the front and then wrap around, making sure that I don't get my vet wrap over the coordinating band. Once you have secured your vet wrap, now you're going to take your duct tape square and apply it right on the bottom of your horse's foot. And then you're going to smooth out all the sides. And if there's, I like to have a few extra pieces just in case I miss a spot. Okay, and then I'm going to let my foot go down. Whoa, Sherlock. And as you can see, there's a little bit of extra over the coronary band, so I'm just going to take my scissors and cut off all this extra stuff that I don't need. And because my hoof wrap is really low, I'm probably not going to cut a slit in the front, but if you have one that goes up really high, you can cut a slip in to give your horse a little more wiggle room. Thank you for watching my bandaging video.